All right, switching in 15.
Can we get the infamous Chris clip through the floor during the demo here? Darn.
Oh, please.
It's a glitched run after all.
Yeah, right? No, no. Oh, no, just regular old derpy Chris. All right, we are live. So, hello everyone. Welcome to some good old Resident Evil 1. We are going to be doing, probably, in terms of execution, I think we could say the hardest run RE1 has to offer. It has the hardest glitches, but it's also the most interesting run too. Oh, God, stop.
There's that machine gun.
That's the worst cutscene ever. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be doing this, like I was saying, before Jill so rudely interrupted me. This has pretty much the hardest glitches, but also the most interesting ones, so hopefully we'll get them all and not break anything along the way. So with me here, I have Flix Gaming to help me out with commentary, who is one of the people who know pretty much more than anyone else about this game. Has done a lot of the routing of categories, along with some other people back in the day, like Garl Memory, Seth Jewel. So, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Clicks Gaming. I used to run this game before I learned to hate it. But, you know, there was a day I did love running this. We burned that out, but had some good times with it.
Ran this in the
this is a... Geo glitched is a lot more interesting than Chris. You guys will hopefully be able to see most of the glitches here. Some of them are really difficult. But good luck, Deagle. I'm pulling these off.
Yep. So I'm going to get this started. All right. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Wanted to get that started because, well, as RE1 goes, we have a nice 45-second cutscene here.
Wow, what a mansion!
Ooh, so we got something we call Berry Skip coming up right off the bat. Within the first second of gameplay, he's going to go for a frame perfect pause cancel. Pause cancel is just opening your menu and closing it.
What is it?
And I will be buffering it. So hopefully,
we'll be not good. A bad idea.
I'm going with you. Chris is
it's going to use multiple pauses to try to hit that frame.
Okay.
If he gets it, Barry's going to be stalled next to the clock. And that's going to allow him to skip the next cutscene.
Stay alert.
So good luck on this one.
Yeah. I love that this run literally starts off with a frame perfect glitch.
A dining room.
Hopefully that was enough. Nope.
Okay. Didn't get it.
What is this?
So normally, if you're able to get this, Barry would be stuck next to the clock. So it would interrupt him being teleported ahead to trigger this cutscene. And if he's not able to get into this position, the cutscene can't trigger, which is why it's skipped. But no big deal.
Barry?
This cutscene would play anyway, so it really just skips that first one there.
Yeah. And it just gives you a cleaner line to the door there as well. That's about it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature.
That's by far the least consequential glitch to miss, so...
Yeah, a lot of people will continue their runs even if they don't get it.
Yeah. Pretty much unless you're at, like, the top levels of the board for this run, just keep going. There's really no reason. I think you're going to lose 5-10 seconds maybe overall.
Yeah. So,
Find anything, Jill?
it's been a long time since any new glitches have been discovered in this game, but we have been blessed with a new one within the past couple of months, found by a runner, Seth Joel, which is responsible for
Well,
discovering most of the glitches in this game,
let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
which hopefully we'll be able to
I'll
see
try the
today.
door on the opposite side.
It's a little bit
This
scary
mansion is
to attempt.
gigantic.
Yeah,
But,
I have a backup save there, so if I miss it, we'll just reload it.
From the first
Okay, cool. So, but yeah, we'll be seeing it then.
Jill, here's
It's
the light.
specific to the PC version. It will not work in console versions.
Take it with you.
Yep. And boy,
because
have we
for s-
tried.
Yeah. For some reason, in the
Maybe I'll
PC
need it.
version, you're able to shoot bazooka rounds through certain walls in certain
If
rooms.
something
They,
happens,
they just don't
let's
collide.
meet up in this hall.
We don't. Who knows why? But this allows.
Yeah, and there's no like rhyme or reason to which walls you can shoot through, which ones you can't. So we were just lucky that this wall was one of them.
Yeah, really weird, but it allows you to shoot through a wall and kill a boss before you even trigger it. Pretty cool glitch and a very recent discovery. And a new record has been set with that glitch. So the glitched runs have been pushed further because of it.
And this one's a pretty decent time save too.
Oh, yeah. Good handful of seconds. Yeah, randomizer is pretty cool. Had some fun with it.
Yeah, the rando actually, Duke has added Chris to the. Rando since we've played it. Okay, there we go. Looks like I'm back here. I hope. It says reconnected, so I'm just going to reset this room, and then we can start talking about the glitch again.
Okay, I think it's stabilized.
All right, cool. OBS says we're reconnected again.
Can we please play ball, Discord? Or internets?
I'm going to refresh my stream because it might have killed chat too. All right. I think we're back. It looks like we're back. Okay. Let's try this again. All right. So you want to explain the glitch while I do it? Because I'm going to...
Yeah, so this is called chemical skip. This is going to be a sequence break. Okay, so what he did is he aimed his weapon and spun around 360 and then walked forward. Now, normally you're supposed to grab a chemical from the other side of the mansion to kill that plant. You're not supposed to be able to get past it. He would repel you the other way, but for some reason, aiming and spinning around and then walking straight allows you to be knocked the wrong way. We still don't know why it works, but it does. It's very strange. This is also going to be used for a later glitch in the game, and we'll explain that when we get there, but that glitch has been known for years. But it allows you to skip the chemical that you'd normally pick up to kill the plant. for the intended route. And that's on the other side of the mansion. That's what the sequence break is. That one saves a ton of time.
Yeah. It's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like super easy to execute too, which is really
It's probably
nice.
the easiest glitch in the game.
Oh yeah, by far.
Probably
Because it's
the one
not
that saves
frame
the most
perfect
time.
or anything like that.
No, it's not precise at all. It's
basically just need to remember walk, don't run.
yeah. Interesting side note: if you're playing the Nintendo DS version, that glitch still works, but you're able to run
Mm-hmm.
for some reason.
And you have a
can't
quick
do
turn
it.
there, which makes that a lot easier to execute.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just tap the knife button, so it's actually a lot faster.
Yeah, you come into the room, quick turn, tap the knife to turn back around, and then just run through. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I will say it's tougher to optimize the glitch.
Mm-hmm.
Fast
Yeah, because you don't want to
version.
hold the knife aim button too long because you'll overturn.
Yeah,
And you
it's
want to
actually
hold it
kind
long enough so that you don't grind the wall.
It's actually a bit precise on the timing of that input.
Mm-hmm.
You hold it too long and you won't be faced the right angle and can actually miss the glitch.
Graphical oddities. So the lines that you see when you put this game in a bigger window, there's some little artifacts that show up, which is a bit unfortunate. But peeking over at the stream, it does look like the red is a little washed out. I don't know if that's because of the stream or what. The color's a little off, but the artifacts are definitely on the game side. So yeah, normally this save room right over here is where we would go. That door beneath the stairs there is where we would go right at the start of the game to get the chemical, which our 3 bites, really? Which is what our glitch skipped. So we get to go straight here.
That was also an intentional bite. We always take the bite from that zombie because killing him is not an option. We actually need all of the ammo from this gun. So it's faster just to... You can dodge him, but it's actually slower than just taking the damage.
Yeah. In knife-only categories, we will equip the knife to knife cancel him, which you won't see me do any knife cancels here, but we will do a couple pause cancels around enemies when we shoot them.
You actually did one already.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, you got
Richard,
it.
what happened?
This... Okay, so this is the next glitch. It's called a serum skip. It's another frame perfect. The idea is to open your menu and close it. You have to open your menu on the same frame you enter the cutscene, and that skips the entire cutscene. It also causes Richard to die as long as enough time has passed in the game. So you don't have to go and get the serum. It's another sequence break. We'll let him focus here. Nice. Okay. So he got the dodge. If he was to get bit, you lose about a minute worth of time because a cutscene occurs. You faint. You're taken to the other side of the mansion.
This. We're not taken to the other side of the mansion in major glitches. So either we just suffer with perma poison,
right?
Or
so in glitch,
spend like 2 minutes.
In glitched, it's a little different. Normally, you'd be a minute of time lost. So in glitched, what would have happened if he got bit is that cutscene starts to play and then doesn't for some reason. But he would have been poisoned, but it's permanent poison, so not even blue herbs will cure it. So he'd actually have to go and get that serum, which is what the glitch skips. Otherwise, he would have to finish the run as a one-shot kill. But he made the dodge, so that's no longer a worry.
Yeah, whether or not Barry comes to save you is actually based on where you've seen him. Kind of like the cutscene with the bazooka and all that. Just depends on where you've encountered Barry.
Yeah. What's strange, though, is the fact that it tries to play the cutscene if you're bit, and then just doesn't. Or just plays part of it. Maybe that was
it
intended.
cuts off early.
I don't know.
As far as I know, it was intended. Also, one fun thing you might have noticed about Jill is her neck is a little twisted.
Oh, wow, he got it. Okay, so that's quick crank. That's a really difficult trick there. And it only saves like a second and a half. But it was originally a task-only strat until players decided it wasn't.
I wonder
Now
who
we
these
actually do
players
that
could be.
It does a little small clip to squeeze between the ladder and push it up. Normally, you're supposed to push it toward the camera at least once, and then push it to the wall to reach the crank. It's been discovered that if you clip between and push it straight to the wall, if you can climb up that step ladder on the farthest left side of it possible, which is pretty precise, you're just within trigger range to grab the crank. So it saves some extra pushing. It's really difficult though.
Yeah. Back up too far.
Oh no!
I didn't get the most
turn.
important trick.
Oh,
Oh,
no
no.
tub turn. Run is dead.
Yep.
Thanks
I
for
gotta
being
reset
here.
now, guys. I'm sorry.
We're gonna head out now. It's ruined. Joking, of course. There's a little input buffer trick you can do there. It saves really nothing, but
A frame, maybe two.
yeah, maybe a frame. If you hold right while interacting with the tub, when you press yes, you get like one frame of character control, and you could turn Jill to the right. So you could just get a one frame head start on turning around afterward. It's literally nothing. But
Yeah. It's so easy to accidentally hit no on the tub there that like practically it's not worth at all.
well, you can, as long as you start holding early enough, it won't happen. But
True.
if
So we actually have to get that cutscene at the door before we get the key here in Major Glitches, because we if we don't, we're gonna have some problems trying to do the glitch for phase 2. And actually, this doesn't really save much time, but it's fun. Here's a little clip. That wasn't in. Oh my god, please.
aim down should help.
You don't need to do that here. Oh, alright, I'm gonna try this one more time, then I'm just gonna pass on it. There we go.
Okay, nice. Got it. Look, nobody actually does that in runs, but
No.
this is a glitched run, so had to show it off.
Yeah, that was there. So that actually does save time in DS because we don't have to equip the knife.
Yeah, you also don't have to turn around, put your back to it, aim, and then turn around again. you can just face toward it, pull out the knife, and go. Otherwise, it would be done in this version, but since the mechanics work a little differently. This is box room, so I guess it's boring. So I guess I'll explain those knife mechanics and why that works. So when you aim a weapon, especially the knife in this game, when your character goes into the fighting stance, your hitbox moves backwards, which is why you have to put your back toward the bookcases first before you aim the knife. If you don't, you'll pull your hitbox away, and you won't be able, when you swing the knife, your hitbox won't go far enough forward to clip in. So what you do is you turn your back, aim, that way your hitbox stays right next to the bookshelves without being pulled away from it. Then you turn around and then you use your knife, which pushes your hitbox forward. When your hitbox is forced between those bookcases, that's when he pause canceled. Pause canceling will cancel any attack animation that you're currently in. So while his hitbox is forced in between those bookshelves, he pauses and then unpauses, and it leaves his hitbox in between them, which is what allows you to clip inside.
Yep. And we'll see that one other time later in the run, much later in the run.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little safe shot here. Make sure I have some high health. My health is already pretty high. I think I'm just a dog bite and that vine grab down, but...
Alright, so he's going to attempt by far the hardest glitch in the game here. There's a good chance it'll fail because the success rate is not very high because of its difficulty. This one's called the Plant 42 glitch, and if successfully done, it'll skip the cutscene with Barry after this fight. So good luck.
Yep.
Okay. Pretty much expected. You usually runners just reset here a lot because the glitch is just incredibly difficult. So the idea is to shoot the third shot. This boss takes 3 shots to kill. You pause cancel in the middle or just after the third shot. So when you do that, like I said, it cancels the attack animation. So when you close your menu after the pause, you can control your character again because the animation's been canceled, which allows you to turn toward the door. The goal is to exit the room and trigger the door on the same frame that shot hits the third shot hits the boss. If you can leave the room on the same frame that the final shot hits, you get the kill and you interrupt the cutscene. When you re-enter the room, the game tries to play the cutscene, but you're in a glitched state. Normally you don't have control during cutscenes, but since it was interrupted, you're able to pause, open your menu, and then you actually kill the plant again, and that skips that cutscene that you just saw entirely.
Wesker.
Yeah, Barry's cutscene, like, he kills phase 2 of the plant during it. We actually kill it ourselves.
That's what I was going to say. Where are
as a
you
result.
been? You disappeared from the hall.
Yeah, that is the hardest one in the game.
It is, like Click said, not surprising at all that was missed. Like, that first part, I don't know what you think, but I've never felt it's consistent. It's like sometimes I think I'm gonna get it and I don't. Sometimes I think it's like too late, I was too slow, but I get it. I don't know.
Now, there
Yeah.
The second part is more or less consistent, though. Can go wrong, but it's usually okay.
Yeah, pretty
I'll go to
consistent
the other
with the
house
right
and see
setup.
if I can find any clues.
But there's a lot of factors with that first one. Where exactly you're standing, how early or late you get your pause cancel. And you just have to learn through repetition how to adjust. Because you're not going to get it, you're not going to get the exact same setup each time. So it just takes a lot of time. And nobody has that mastered. There's no one that can do that every time. And never will be.
Yeah, if there's some time after the run here, I do have a save right at that fight, so I'll try and I'll reload that save and try to do it. Maybe a time or two. Because it is really cool.
Yeah, it would be cool to show off. So you know that big snake that he dodged in that room? We're approaching the second encounter
I
with
have a
him.
full inventory.
And also approaching the new glitch that was discovered recently. I still have not tried this glitch myself, but it is very precise. This
Thankfully,
is the one
there's a really nice visual cue for it.
Yeah, there is. It's very precise and specific.
Oh, wait. That'll wait too.
So this is the glitch where he's going to shoot the boss through the wall before he triggers the boss fight itself. So the boss has no chance. Poor on. I mean, we dodge him in the first encounter and we rob him of a good fight. And now he doesn't even get the second fight with us anymore. Now he's just completely left out of the game. Nice. First try.
And then we just trigger the floor as he's flopping out of the wall.
Jill,
So
have you found
that
anything
was a
interesting?
boss fight.
Yes, but I
Yep,
can't see.
kind of.
There was one there.
How about going down and
Partial
check by yourself?
partial fight.
I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the
A
rope.
bit of an unfortunate consequence of this is we have to use one more shot than we usually do.
Richard gave this to me.
It's not really a big deal. There's a zombie that we normally shoot to waste a round. We just have to not shoot him now. So basically do the knife only strat. But I normally run knife only anyway, so
Ready to go?
works out.
So you going for the dodge or the intentional grab?
The dodge, hopefully.
All right.
What's going on?
The dodge,
How I've done it.
especially out,
Sorry, Jill.
is definitely
Wait.
harder with Jill than
I'll
it is
go
with
get another
Chris.
rope.
Barry?
We're just gonna kick him a bit.
Barry?
Oh no! Trigger the thing. Wow, if this works, I don't know what to say. Oh, we got it.
Oh my God, what a save.
How
Okay, so-
did that work?
The pause buffer is, you have to pause buffer that. So that was a glitch. You probably couldn't tell. Since this is good ending, you have to wait for Barry to come back. You can't just go straight down there and not wait for him, but that'll cause him to die later in the game. That's bad ending. So since this is 100% or good ending, there's supposed to be a cutscene there. But if you can trigger that ladder on the same frame that cutscene begins with Barry returning with the rope, it will interrupt that cutscene. So the game will mark it as complete. It flags that that cutscene has occurred, even though it was skipped. and it'll flag the game as good ending route, so Barry will survive.
Yep.
So the reason he was spinning in circles, there's actually a purpose for that. That's what helps players time when exactly to trigger the ladder, because there's no visual cue for it. So we use spinning in circles as a means of timing when we go for that trigger to time it up with the cutscene.
Yep, we use 7 spins to do it. Or I guess it's like 7.5 since our back starts toward it.
Yeah. Some people use 6, and it depends how you approach it. There's a few different methods to it, but it's all pretty much the same. Every method uses the spinning as timing, but it's kind of interesting that players do it in slightly different ways, just whatever works for you. Deagle use the spin right away before you. Oh, good dodge, good dodge. Before you approach the gravestone, then miss the gravestone, then back up, and then hit the gravestone technique. It's not preferred, but it works. Yeah, I'm just poking some fun.
I was amazed that I got that. I underspun on the last one.
Somehow, the rope's there. That's how you know you got it.
Yep.
Because you won't actually see Barry until much later in the run. Kind of making fun of him for his movement error, but somehow he managed to save the glitch. I don't know how he did it, but he did.
I thought that was done.
Yeah, I thought we were watching a movie with starring Barry, and I don't know how the hell you managed to save that, but I think that's more impressive than just doing it correctly in the first place, to be honest. So that's rope skip with style. Just go with that.
Right? And the nice thing is, I think because that cutscene always happens after a fixed amount of time, I don't think there's any time loss there because of that.
No, it didn't cost you any time. That's the funny part is.
I'm just perplexed by how that worked.
Yeah. Because when you miss that gravestone, like you gotta, oh, whoops.
So my finger slipped and hit action and run at the same time. Let's try this again. Just like we're moving up, we're going back up. All right.
Oh, dogs be good.
Yep.
Doggy be good. You read a song? Oh, never mind. That was Johnny Be Good. Oh yeah. They're just lining up like a nice NFL defensive line. Just not getting by.
When I saw them enter like that, it was just like, oh god.
They're RNG. So when you're running top level, you pray those dogs don't do that. Oftentimes they do.
Yeah, so that was one of the worst patterns to get from them too.
Yeah, they just created a wall. You had no chance. Just defensive lined your ass.
Oh, all right. So now into the caves, and it's the return of Barry, who never shuts up.
It's funny, I said much later in the run. I kind of underestimated.
You know, I really like how just about all of the glitches, not all of them, but just about all of them in here, are about how do we skip Barry talking, because he talks too damn much.
Yeah. It should be anti-Barry %.
Right?
Okay, let's go, Barry. I'm
So
depending on
he
you.
chose yes and then no in this conversation, which is necessary for keeping Barry alive. It's another specific thing you have to do.
Yeah, that's the fast way to do it. If you say some other options, he runs off the other way, and you actually have to follow him. Otherwise, he gets killed by a hunter. But if you do follow him, you end up seeing Barry shoot the hunter, and he's still saved. So it's salvageable if you don't hit that, but you're going to lose a lot of time.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Enrico.
So, Barry and Jill together.
Are you all right, Enrico?
The stars are doomed.
Oh.
Someone is a traitor.
You know, at this point, the scariest part of the run isn't even a glitch anymore. There is still one more glitch to do.
Enrico!
Yeah. Oh, man. I think I know which room you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. See that when we get there. Also, Enrico!
Good old Uncle Rico. There's no saving him, no matter what you do.
Yeah, I love that hunter dodge there, that one I just did. You have to, like, run flat against the wall to dodge it. It's really weird.
Yeah. Haunters. Panther. Boop, boop. Squeak, squeak. They really should have made this take longer.
Right?
It's just over too fast. It's a shame.
I meant to use that earlier, but let's give it a no. Yo, do you guys like Indiana Jones? Or Indiana Jill?
In the Temple of Barry.
Exactly.
This is a boss skip. Pretty easy skip.
Oh.
It's not a glitch, but you do not have to kill Black Tiger, which is the name of the spider. Does that make sense?
Yep. So, you were talking about making this take longer.
Yeah, some more of this. If you didn't get enough the first time.
Some tactical crank action here. I love how the other one, like, it just let you do it all in one. Here, we actually have to turn it 3 times. Or in the case of certain runners, 7 times. I won't call them out, but they know who they are.
It's kind of their signature move.
Yeah.
So this is a cool trick. It's intended that you use the crank twice, one to push the statue out and another to pull the wall back in. But if you position it right, you can actually push it away without having to use that crank again. It's a neat optimization of this room. Two of 3 Mo discs. You get the third one in the labs. That's part of good ending as well. That's you need those 3 discs to unlock the security door to rescue Chris. It's not truly good ending unless you rescue both characters.
Alright, I'm actually going to grab one of these for prep for later.
The greenest of herbs. The backup
I
heal.
realized I normally bank the fast, and I didn't do so. I forgot to bank it, so I had to burn it earlier. I'm not going to be getting one out of the box here. Hello, Rotorstorm. For joining the party here. But what I'm actually going to do is grab the knife back And I'm just gonna put this stuff away because I don't need it. And I need that knife for another glitch coming up after the next boss fight.
Yes. You can actually do it without the knife, but the knife makes it faster, and this provides a cool clip, similar to the one you saw earlier when he clipped in between those bookcases. So it would be a much cooler version of the glitch to watch with that knife.
Not ad block, let's go.
Remember to forget to unlock B3.
Oh, yes. It's a very common thing to do. We actually have to unlock both floors here in Good Ending. But in Bad Ending, we don't. So it's very common to forget to unlock it. And that's that. By the way, why do we bother like logging off the computer and turning it off? Like, who cares?
It's a
Guess
courtesy
Jill really
thing.
cares about the... Yeah. That, or she just really doesn't want that extra electricity being used, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Spencer can't afford it, right?
Exactly.
You know, you don't have to mess with that in DS. Just cancel right out of it.
That's true. Like, you can if you want, but
Gary Dodge coming up here.
take that one safe.
Okay. Yeah, that is the safer method. It's not even much slower, so it's a really neat strat. Doing that dodge optimally is very difficult,
Oh, yeah.
but that's a nice manipulation you can use there. Give you a much wider window.
Yeah. The optimal dodge there looks really cool. But
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
not free by any means.
Oh no. Ooh, hopefully he can avoid this swipe. Oh, nice. He was really gunning for you there.
Yeah, I was a lot deeper in that corner than I wanted to be. And this is the quiet room. If you want to have, you know, a nice calm conversation without any like distractions or anything, you just come in here.
This is the place to do it. You can hear me.
That's the mental break room at Umbrella. Need to go in here. I meant to actually grab the flame rounds out of the box since I had some in there, and I forgot. So I have to come in here anyway. Right. And you know, if you guys have any long-term life plans, like, you know,
Jill,
finishing college, raising a family,
look,
building a house,
I lost my wallet.
go ahead and do that during this cutscene here. Because this is about 5 minutes RTA, give or take, I think.
Yeah, about that. The one Barry cutscene we can't skip.
Just as I
Not for lack of trying.
I think you should stay away from
No,
Barry.
yeah.
I hear that
Well,
his
not the
wife
only
and
one,
two
but by
daughters
far
will
the
be in
worst one.
danger if he doesn't do everything
Yeah.
I tell him to.
you are so cruel.
But since we got all
Well,
this
you don't
time
have
here,
to worry about anything.
first off, let me
because you'll be
thank you all for
very soon.
thus far raising $2,239 for
This laboratory
for
is
random
doing
acts
its dangerous experiments.
to,
Recently an accident
you know,
has
help
occurred.
feed the kids.
Anyway, this
And in fact, during this cutscene, there is enough time to make meals and feed kids. There's also ample time to click on that donation link that is conveniently in chat there.
think you misunderstand.
If you're able to,
me, the monsters
drop a
you
couple
shoot
dollars.
mean nothing.
It would be greatly
I'm going to
appreciated.
burn all of them together
Both by
with this entire laboratory.
us, the organizers,
Complete my mission, as ordered by
and
Umbrella.
you know, everyone else raising money here, and of
Around,
course,
wait there.
the kids we're trying to feed here.
Barry.
Barry's such a
Yeah,
He'll be under the
it's
control of
pretty cool
Umbrella.
seeing this number break 2,000.
Both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking
Speaking
him
of,
as hostages.
GG.
Got a
Umbrella?
$100 donation
Intimidated
here
him,
from
but it had nothing to
E
do
Bloody
with
Candy.
Umbrella. I just
Thank
used
you so
him for
much. That
personal
is-
purposes. Though both you
That's a
and
pretty
Barry
sizable donation there.
following orders from
Oh
Umbrella.
wow, yeah.
So you're planning
We're
Dropping
going
the
toward that
Honda.
Mega Man 1 through
If you
6.
succeeded in
All right.
developing the world's most powerful biological weapon,
Is there enough time to like create a kid during this scene? I mean,
we're in charge.
there's enough time to create a kid, raise it, and send it to college
Girl,
during this cutscene.
I wouldn't give up such a big discovery.
And you can feed the kids several times during this
No one
cutscene.
understands its real value.
It's true.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet, I'm going to show you the tyrant.
Jack Fu is an amazing game.
Oh,
He's
Barry,
Sorry, Jill.
how's your family?
I was listening to what you and Wesker were talking about. I wish I realized it earlier. Frank thought it must have something to do with
It's just,
Umbrella.
it's amazing how many video games Shaq is actually a part of.
Masterminded by him.
Hey,
But it's good that you know that now. Anyway, let's get out of this house first.
Jill,
Yes, what?
do you have any idea what Wesker
this
was
cutscene's still going, by the
at
way.
the back
Just,
of this place?
Yeah, cutscene's
just
so
in case
long.
anyone's forgotten
The,
about it.
World's most
the music
powerful
couldn't even
biological weapon.
play long
Called
enough. Like the
Tyrant or
music
something.
stopped before the
I think.
cutscene. Just
Do you
The
think
music's just like, you know what? I give up. I'm done. Like,
Barry,
You're on your own.
So optimistic.
we couldn't write one long
it would look
enough
bad for stars if
to,
we let such a dangerous creature run loose?
to match the
Maybe you're
cutscene.
right. Let's go then.
yep. And I don't even think Tool songs would be long enough for that cutscene.
Yeah, no, they would have to take. It would take a full Tool album to get close.
Biological weapon?
Yeah. And even then, it's questionable.
Wesker is a crazy man.
Tyrant is not completely developed.
But we can't
Fun
let him
fact.
live.
This game is not canon because Wesker dies no matter what you do.
Computer for monitoring this creature.
You know, we won't actually see where he dies, but that really, really loud, or sorry, the really, really quiet room, if we go back there, you can actually find him. You could listen to 2112 by Rush twice. That's... yeah.
These are facts.
Alright.
Damn you!
So I guess we should probably not die during this boss fight here.
Be a good idea. Something you might want to look into.
It can't control what it does. Barry?
What up, Barry?
Barry?
This dude's got ball on you. Well, too late.
So it only takes 3 shots. He took a 4th to empty the last explosive round so he could reload the flame rounds
Embarrassed.
for the final fight.
Clumsy.
If you don't, then you have to re-aim the gun, shoot it, empty it, and then reload it later. It's better just to do it now.
Yeah.
So the final glitch is coming up. This one's really cool.
Wesker.
The triggering system has now
Speaking of, I should have equipped the knife after reloading. I didn't even think about
Oh,
that.
right. Yeah, I didn't think about that either.
Wesker must have set it off.
Oh, yeah, nothing like having an enemy with an obvious weak point, right? For a genius, Wesker's design of that tyrant, it's questionable.
all researchers and guards should take cover immediately.
Here we go.
I'm actually gonna grab this.
Good luck here
System has now been
on this glitch.
all researchers and guards should take cover immediately. Unlock all respiratory
All right, nice. First strike clip.
Yep.
And here comes an out of bounds using that aiming and spinning trick. that
I'm
you
gonna
saw
try and
earlier.
listen to the footsteps here. Oh, but where are we?
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Or not?
No, that's not the. That's the one.
There we go. Or not? That should be it. Or not?
Scoop. Hello?
Okay, this is definitely
Okay.
not it. I knew it would
Thank
work
you.
if I said the opposite thing. I knew it. Gotcha, game.
This is so much easier to do as Chris because this alarm isn't blaring and I can actually hear his footsteps.
Yeah, so
Oh, boy.
you do have to do that room blind. It makes that pretty tough. All right, good luck.
Go.
This is a room. This is what you call a room. Oh,
There we go.
nice. Super clean. Ooh, if you get
Call that
grabbed in
room,
that room, there's a high chance you're going to get stun locked to death.
Ooh, okay. That's the last scary thing in this run.
So you're okay.
Well, other than Chris's
Ah.
face.
Oh, I mean, true.
Let's talk about it later. Let's get out of here.
But yeah. So unlike Resident Evil 2 and onward, where if you get grabbed, you shove the zombie off you and knock down other zombies in the vicinity. In this game, once you push a zombie off you, it does not interact with the others, and whatever zombie's closest to you will just grab you again. And you can just get chain grabbed literally to death in this game.
And that's a good
It
room
has
to
ended
experience.
many 100% runs.
Let's go. Hurry.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact
Looking at the game model, a weak point was the crotch. You're right. I mean, I think that's where all the shots hit, so checks out. Really? Really? Jill?
Oh, you talking about the tyrant?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a case of action figure butt.
Poor does.
Oh no! You must be kidding! After we've come all the way here!
Ladies first. Go first, Jill.
But Chris!
Ladies first. All right, Chris, go ahead. That's what she should have said.
Leave it up to you. So you get the hell
Gotcha.
Brad is such a Chad. Alright. So there's only one thing left to do in this game now, and that's to,
End its misery.
Yep. Right, so we're gonna go stand over here at this corner of the white paint and set off the flare. We stand in this spot because it's a good spot to hit Tyrant with our 4 bazooka shots that we need without changing our aim and hopefully without worrying about him dashing at us, which if we stayed back by the wall, he would charge us. And we'd have to aim up for a shot or 2 at the start if we stand at the wall. The only thing we have to worry about now is getting smacked into a corner and wombo combo to death, which has happened to me.
All right.
There we go.
Start the positioning is proper. That's the manipulation you want. Very nice.
And that's it.
GG.
So our time will end here on this cutscene fade out. Oh, wait, this one doesn't fade out, it just switches, I think. Does it fade? Oh, it does fade, okay. That's it. Well, that was Resident Evil 1, Jill Best Ending Major Glitches. I showed you all but 2 glitches. The first one, not a huge deal. Just kind of freezes Barry in place. The second one here, if I have a couple minutes, I can try it, maybe a time or 2. I have a save right by it. But I'm pretty close to my estimate, so I don't know if we have time for that. Let's see here.
That's a bummer, because that's a super cool glitch.
Yeah, just want to see here if it'd be nice to show off. It's really cool. Okay, cool. Let me just skip the credits here then. What was our final time? 47:18. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I'll give this 1 or 2 tries. If it fails quickly, so... Can we get out of this, please? Thank you. Yeah, I'll give it 1 or 2 tries. If it doesn't want to cooperate, it's not going to cooperate, so... Right, that wasn't it. I think my positioning was actually bad on that one.
Oh, so close.
I like 1 more. If we don't get it, we don't get it on this one. And I'll just suggest trying to watch a video on it, or watch a glitched one. Oh, that was early.
Hey.
It's still possible to get. Nope, okay. Well, I didn't get it. It's really hard to get the timing. We were very close on either side of the window. But I don't want to take us any more past our run time here, so thank you all for hanging out and watching the run, and for supporting the charity. Random Acts here. Thank you to Clicks for helping me with commentary and also much of the stuff I know about this run, as well as Witrain, Steph Jewel, Garl Memory. Thank all of them as well for helping me out a lot with this game back in the day. And with that, that's it from me. Thank you all, and have a good rest of the marathon.
See you guys.